So I'm recording this video live. I'm doing why most men aren't in shape. Um, Guys, you know how it is, man. In this day and age, most people are completely out of shape, overweight, obese, fat as hell. You know what I'm saying? They don't take care of themselves. It's that simple. Nobody takes care of themselves, right? So the problem with most people as to why they're not out of as to why they're out of shape is because they just don't take themselves seriously. Literally let themselves go. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about what they eat. They don't care about their activities. They don't care about shit. And then they sit there and wonder why they're fat as hell and out of shape. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to get through to these people because they just don't get it. It's like you can't help somebody that just doesn't want to get help. You know what I mean? There's countless people I've talked to. I've told them what to do. They know what to do and they still don't do it. Why? It's just because they don't want to do it. That's the truth. There's no other reason why. Sit here and say, oh, well, I don't know what to do and this and that and oh, man, and this and that. It's all lies, bro. You know exactly what to do. You know exactly how to get in shape. Most people know what to do. They just don't want to do it. And that's the truth. Why do you think 74% of the population is out of shape, bro? Overweight, fat as hell. It's no surprise, you know what I mean? There's not a crazy reason as to why they're not. It's just they don't want to do it. And that's the truth. And then they'll cap and say they want to get in shape, but they won't put in the work in. Guys, you think it's accident that I have six-pack abs, bro, all year round? Do you think that shit is an accident? That is not an accident, bro. Like, this shit isn't an accident. You know what I'm saying? I just got out of the gym right now, and it's a Sunday. There wasn't that much people up in there, you know what I mean, which is expected. It's Sunday, but the problem with most people is that they'll make all type of excuses. Oh, it's Sunday, I can't work out on a Sunday. Oh, it's Monday, it's the start of the week. Oh, Tuesday, I'm busy, I got school, I got work. Like, it's so stupid, bro. Most people have school and work. I went to school and I went to work. I'm still ripped and jacked, shredded all year round. Like, what the fuck? It's so stupid. You know, people will just make these dumbass excuses like they can't do shit because they got school and work. Like, no, and like everybody else doesn't have school and work, bro. This shit is crazy. And it pisses me off. Some of these people, I just want to slap them because it's just like they're hopeless, bro. It's people is hopeless, bro. Talking about school and work, like 99% of the population doesn't have school and work. If you're a grown ass man, bro, you're over the age of 18. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you're over the age of 21, bro, and you're talking about, oh, it's school and work, and I have this and that. It's just like, you're just a, man, look, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. You're just, I don't want to curse because I don't want to get this shit demonetized, but you're a cat emoji. You know what I'm saying, bro? Matter of fact, you're just a bitch, bro. Let's keep it real. You're a bitch, bro. And that's just the truth. A lot of you guys are just pussies. It's just simple. And the faster you accept that you're just a bitch, the faster you'll actually get in shape. The faster you'll stop blaming other circumstances and other reasons as to why you're not in shape. The reason why you're not in shape is because of you. It's not your mom's fault. It's not your boss's fault. It's not your brother's fault, your friend's fault. It's you, bro. It is you. It is you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. You have to take accountability. And when you take accountability for your shit, bro, is the only way you're actually able to change your circumstances. Because when you take about accountability, you have the power to change your circumstances because it's your fault. If it's somebody else's fault, then there's nothing you can do. If I'm putting all my problems, oh, it's his fault, oh, it's his fault, it's that person's fault, it's because of this, it's because of that. Apparently, I'm saying to myself that I have no way to change this. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. There's nothing I can do because it's not my fault. But if I take the blame for it, it's my fault as to why I'm not in shape. It's my fault why I'm fat as hell. It's my fault, bro. I actually have the ability to change my shit. And that's what a lot of you guys don't do. Most people don't do this. I can name like 10 people on top of my head where they'll just keep making all type of excuses, bro, about, oh, it's because of the food and seed oils and oh, it's because America and the government. And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, the food we eat is shit, bro. Seed oils is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Most places are fast food. We're serving shit, yes, but how am I in shape then? That's the thing. Okay, you're saying all this shit, which is true. You know what I mean? But at the same time, how the fuck am I in shape then? I live in the same world you do. Like, you know what I mean? How are all these other people in shape then? Because they're actually mindful of what the hell they're doing. They're not just being a dumbass and buying whatever the like these people will eat shit, fast food, all type of stuff, and then wonder why they're fat. And it's just like, bro, it's just at a certain point, man, these people just you gotta think these people just want to be fat. That's the truth. They just want to be fat, bro. There's no saving them. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. They don't want they don't want to accept that they're fat because of them. You know what I mean? And it's just the truth. But people will sit here and ask me all the time, "Oh, am I on steroids? What type of peptides am I using? And what type of this are you using, bro?" And dude, I'm not using shit, bro. I'm not on no peptides and I don't know steroids. I barely drink fucking I don't even take creatine, bro. Like I don't drink creatine. I don't do none of that shit, bro. Literally. Have I done them before? Have I done creatine? You know what I'm saying? Yes. I've never done steroids, never done peptides, none of that. But I'm saying like I've taken creatine before, I've done it, but the problem with me is like I hate taking shit. Like I don't even take multivitamins, you know what I mean? I like to get my shit from food, just regular food, sunlight, regular food and shit like that. It's just the truth, you know what I mean? That's how I like that's just me personally. Am I saying there's something wrong with taking supplements and that? No. Like if you want to do that, go ahead, bro. It's gonna help you. That's what this is the point. But don't solely rely on supplements. That's another thing too that pisses me off. People will be like, "Yeah, man, I get all my protein from fucking whey protein." Bro, like like I said, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Supplements are good if you use them right. But a lot of people would be eating shit and then think a fucking protein shake is gonna suddenly change their physique. Like, no, dude. Like, you guys are fucking dumb, man. And it's just facts. Like anyone who gets offended and they're doing the same shit that I'm talking about, you're fucking stupid. Like straight up. Oh, let me look at these comments. Man, I've been eating fast food and still losing weight. Oh, I just calculate if you are a food loving fatty. Look, bro, you're gonna lose weight if you track your meals. You know what I mean? If you know how much you're eating, you're gonna lose weight. But the problem with fast food is that they're fucking processed shit. So yeah, you're gonna lose weight, but good luck building muscle. Good luck building a aesthetic, nice physique. You're not gonna have a nice physique just living off fast food. You can lose weight because it is at the end of the day, calories in, calories out. If you're working out, yeah, you're gonna build your physique. It's just how it works. But you also have to keep in mind of the macros you're intaking and the quality of food. Because if you're eating processed shit, fast food all day is only a certain point. You know what I mean? You can get to. It can still work, but it's gonna be much harder for you. You know what I mean? Like these people out here, they be eating shit, and then on top of that, they're not working, they're not walking, they're sedentary and doing nothing, and then wonder why they're fat as hell. It's just like it's these people can't be saved. You know what I mean? It's just the truth. Um, and that's why most men are out of shape. Most people are out of shape. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to limit fast food. Bro, you gotta cut that shit out. Fast food, man. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and say I never eat anything bad because I'm not. Look, guys, the last thing I want to do is cap and say I'm like this perfect fitness guru god that does nothing wrong and everything I do is optimal and perfect. No, like, I also have shit meals. Sometimes I'll eat bullshit. Sometimes I'll eat fucking pizza and shit. But 95% of the time, I'm on point. You know what I mean? I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm on point. I know what I'm doing. The problem with most people is that they think they'll eat one good meal out of the week, maybe one meal out of the whole week. They'll eat grilled chicken and rice, and then the rest of the week they're eating shit, and then they're in shock as to why nothing's changing. Oh my god, dude! I just laugh. It's just funny, man. It's really funny. Like clowns, it's just straight clowns, and it's just sad to see. It's just like these people are just. I don't know what's wrong with them. To be honest, I really don't know at this point. It's not a lack of information. I always say this, man. It's not a lack of information. It's the lack of application, and it's the lack of just staying consistent. It's the lack of discipline. It's the lack of, wanting to be uncomfortable, because the truth is the shit is uncomfortable, bro. People think this shit is easy and, oh man, it's just, no, dude. Like that. Why do you think most people are out of shape? Is because it's not. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be in shape. Every single person would be in shape. You know what I mean? We wouldn't have 74% of the population out of shape. NRG Vamp, ancient greetings. What's up, bro? I only got a couple people. I only got like 4 people up in here. Hopefully more people join. But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? People know what to do. They just don't want to do it. They just don't have they just. Here's the thing. People will say, look, I'm just gonna speak from experience. You know what I mean, guys? I've talked to a lot of people, man. A lot of calls. A lot of people. DMs, regular phone conversations with all type of different people, man. I've heard every type of excuse you can think of. I've heard everything, right? And it's just funny when people tell me, like, the best excuse I always hear, or the most common excuse I always hear is, I don't have time. They don't have time. That's the funniest excuse. And you know what's so funny to me about the time thing? They'll say, "Oh, I don't have time, man," and, "Oh man, I got work in school, man," and this and that, man, and whatever this. But the funny thing is, they eat like shit, and they spend most of their day eating. It takes time to eat. So inherently apparently you do have time, because you aren't fat by accident. This is the thing these people don't get. They're not fat by accident. You know what I mean? It's not just you just wake up one day and you're fat, bro. Like, no, you have to get fat. You have to keep eating. These people will just keep eating and not do shit. Binge Netflix, play video games all day, eating bullshit, eating chips, eating burgers, eating whatever the fuck. And then they'll tell me they don't have time, but clearly they have some time, because you're how are you fat? If you didn't have time, you wouldn't be fat. That's the funny thing. Because if you didn't have time, bro, you wouldn't have time to eat. You would be at a calorie deficit, because you'll be fasting pretty much, because you don't have time. Guys, that you spend all your time eating shit. That's why you're fat, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy. It's just people are too weak. Facts. Here's what I'll say. The blueprint is easy, bro. On paper, it's easy as shit. It's not a rocket science. Like, people will, "Oh, how did you do it, bro? And what do you do, man?" And it's like, bro, you know what to do. Like, you tell people eat less, train, go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week, and eat fucking less, and eat whole foods. That's the blueprint. Like, that's not fucking hard. But the problem is the application is hard. That's why most people don't do it. Because when they do it for a day or two, they're like, "Oh, damn, I can't eat my cake. I can't eat my chips. I can't eat my shit." So then they don't want to do it. "Oh, well, I'm starving myself." A lot of you guys, man, like, look, I've talked to a bunch of people where they're telling me, like, "Yeah, bro, but you're just starving yourself." Clowns, straight clowns. Like, I've talked to clowns, bro. They'll tell me, like, "I just feel hungry, man." And just like, yeah, you're going to feel hungry, bro. You're used to eating fucking 4,000 calories of shit, not doing anything. And now I cut their calories back down to like 2,200, 2,100, talking about some, "Oh, I'm hungry." Motherfucker, yes, you're hungry, bro. You're going to be hungry. You're not eating the same shit you've been eating. You're not eating as much as you've been eating. And you're training on top of that. You're in a deficit. You're going to be hungry. People will lose their minds because their stomach rumbles a little bit. Like, they think that means they're hungry. Like, they need to eat. And most of those people are fat as hell. That's just... Like, man, like, a lot of these people, bro, are just fucking dumb. I can't blame them at the same time, because I know, like, a lot has to do with, like, your relationship with food and how you've been brought up. But at a certain point, bro, I look at it like this. A lot of people, they have disadvantaged positions where their family, how they're raised, nobody really cared about how they eat and all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So they're already at a disadvantage because they're fat as hell. And plus, they have no clue about how to eat and shit like that. But when you're past 18, bro, that's all on you. I don't care what you got to say about, "Oh, my parents," and, "Oh, this and that." You're 18, bro. You're 18. Like, you're not a little kid no more. it would have worked when you're 12 and 14. Yeah, that could have worked. But when you're 18, 21, and you're still talking about, oh man, and this and that, and man, get up out of here, bro. Like, clown. Uh, it's not easy and it takes time. It's fine though. I gotta earn it. Yeah, that's the thing. And that's another thing too that pisses me off, guys. The most thing besides the time thing, when people tell me they don't have time, which is complete lies, is how long. This is basically another time thing, right? They're asking me. They're asking me, how long is it gonna take, or how fast can I get it? Look, man, I'm gonna be blunt and 100% honest. When it comes to people asking me how long is it gonna take and they're fat as shit, you weren't worried about how long it took when you got fat as shit. You weren't worried about how long. These people been gaining weight year after year after year after year, up 30 pounds, and it took them 30. They gained 30 pounds in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? 40 pounds in 4 years, or maybe 60 pounds in five. Whatever the case is, they weren't worried about time. They were not worried about time. Ask all those people, hey man, were you worried about the time? Nope. They didn't give a shit how long it took them to gain 40, 50 pounds of weight. They didn't care about the time. But now when it's time for them to get in shape and get ripped, get shredded and jacked, they're so worried about the time. Oh, I don't know how long is it gonna take, and oh, it's gonna take too long, man, and oh, it's gonna take. I just don't know. I can't do that for a year. This is why I can't take people serious, bro. And that's funny, bro. I just laugh because they're clowns. 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 They spent 4 years gaining 30, 40, 50 pounds of fucking fat. Never worried about time. They didn't care how long it took. They were out here eating crap, eating chicken, burgers, fries, ice cream, not doing shit, not working out, no steps, sedentary lifestyle, beating on whatever the hell. They did not give a single shit about the time. But the moment they want to get shredded, or they think they want to get ripped and jacked and shredded, and then you tell them, oh man, it's probably going to take a year. It's probably going to take 6 to 12 months for you to even get to this point. They're all of a sudden like, oh, what? It's going to take that long? It's not going to take 3 months? It's not going to... they're so worried about the time, like they're in a rush. But you weren't in a rush getting fat as shit, though, right? You weren't in a rush, but now you want to rush getting ripped and jacked. Like, fuck off. Fuck off. And if you do that, you're a pussy. And get off this shit, bro. Let me read these. I'm like ranting now on this shit. It takes 3,500 calories to gain 1 pound of fat. If you eat 2,500 calories, you'll be in a 1,500 deficit. 1,500 times blah blah blah. Facts. Yeah, like literally. Shit. I had all the time to gain almost 200 pounds, and now I have all the time to be almost 200 pounds. I'm telling you, bro. Men never change unless the pain of staying the same hurts more than the pain of change itself. Facts. It took me 4 years to lose 68 pounds. Let's go. Like, see, that's what I mean. Like, it takes time. Like, obviously, guys, like, look, depending on what you're doing, depending on a regimen, depending how restrictive you are, depending on how hard you're going, it's going to take less time, obviously. But it's still going to take time. Like, if you're fat as shit, 300 pounds, don't expect to look ripped and jacked in 3 months. Like minimum a year to get to the point where you want a minimum. You're probably not even gonna get to it's gonna take some time. Like, these guys are like, I don't know what's wrong with these people, man. Like, straight up. But now what Vamp, NRG Vamp, bro, it's facts. I'm gonna read it again. Men never change unless the pain of staying the same hurts more than the pain of change itself. That's the experience. That's what I had to experience too. It's facts, bro. The reason why I was a skinny ass toothpick twig, freaking hermit, living in my mom's basement, dungeon dweller, didn't want to associate with people, didn't want to talk to people, didn't want to do shit, avoided pictures and videos. Guys, I have a YouTube channel now where I go on here and make videos. I didn't want to be on camera. I didn't want pictures to get took of me. I didn't want to look myself in the mirror. I had my hood up all the time, walking with my head down and shit like that. Shame, bro. Straight up shame, because what I was doing, you know what I mean? I was skinny as hell. I hated my physique. I had acne, freaking man, look, bro. My reality sucked. Sucked, right? And again, men never change unless the pain of staying the same hurts more than the pain of change itself. The pain that I was living in, bro, was horrible. Dude, waking up and literally avoiding mirrors and avoiding looking at yourself because of the shame and like the disgust you feel about yourself, it's gonna force you to change. You know what I'm saying? So that's the major reason why. And I would get like roasted and bullied all the time. And plus, I've been wanting to change. You know what I mean? The pain of staying the same hurt more than the change, bro. Like it's just what it is. That's what I had to do. Why is getting lean for the first time so difficult mentally? The reason why it's so difficult mentally is because you're getting uncomfortable for the first time. A lot of you guys have been living in comfort your whole life. It's something uncomfortable to do. You're used to being fat as shit, eating bullshit, not doing anything, and thinking it's cool. The reason why it's so difficult mentally is because you're putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation. This is unknown territory that you're stepping foot in. You actually have to watch what you eat. You actually have to go to the gym and work out for an hour plus. You actually have to, you know what I'm saying, rely on willpower, rely on motivation, rely on discipline, and keep holding yourself accountable. Most men don't do that shit. That's why they're fat as fuck. Most men are fat as shit because they can't live. They're not comfortable being uncomfortable, bro. And that's facts. Guys, comfortability is the worst shit you can have. It's funny, this the economy, the world we live in. You think that being comfortable is a good thing. Oh, you get all this money to be comfortable and all this shit, and but then you slowly realize comfortability is the death of all dreams. Comfortability is the death of all goals, of all progress, because the moment you're comfortable, you take a foot off, you take your foot off the gas, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you think everything's cool, you're chilling now, and then slowly but surely, the progress you've been making, whatever you're doing, it starts diminishing, it starts going away because they're comfortable. You're not doing shit no more. I got to the point, guys. Comfortability is the worst shit you can do. So why is getting lean so difficult mentally for the first time? Is because you're uncomfortable. Is you're something you're not used to. It's uncomfortable actually being disciplined, bro. But that's how you make progress. If the shit was easy, everyone would do it. That's why most motherfuckers don't do it, right? I've been training for 8 months, and it will probably take a year and a half to get to 50% body fat and have a decent physique. But time passes by fast anyway, so might as well transform my physique. That's what I'm saying. That's like, man, look, man. People will complain about time, but time's passed by like this. It's so funny with these fat fucks. They'll talk about, oh, it's gonna take too long and this and that, but then 6 months go by, quick. You guys know how fast time goes by, bro, and it's been going by every year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally in the Bible. It says that time will speed up. And guys, time's been speeding up. Like, that shit, 1 minute is not no damn 60 seconds, bro. Like, do that one Mississippi shit. It's not 60 seconds. That shit is like 54 seconds. Time has been going faster and faster every year, month by month by month. People will sit here and say they don't have time. It's going to take too long, blah, blah, blah. 6 months will go by like this. And then they'll look back and be like, damn, I wish I started that 6 months ago. And oh wow, 6 months already passed by, and wow, this and that, and wow, yeah. Like, this is why I don't have respect for a lot of people, man, when it comes to this shit, because a lot of people are just bullshitters, like, straight up. They lie to themselves. They make a bunch of excuses because they don't want to be uncomfortable. They don't want to put in the work, and that's just the truth, bro. It's like, you can't save a lot of people, man, because they just don't. You can't help people that don't want to be helped. It's just as simple as that. You know what I mean? I gotten tired. I went through enough in life, and when I took complete control of my life and knew better, I did make that change, brother. That's what I'm saying. You get tired, guys. Like, take it from me, man. I don't ever want to sound. The reason why I be talking a lot of shit on here, like, a lot of people will say, "Oh, you just talk shit. Oh, Mac, you're just, you feel like you're full of yourself and all this stuff." No, bro. I talk from experience, bro. Like, I wasn't like this. You know what I mean? Like, I was never like this. I was never the only reason why I talk this way is because I understand what it took to get me to this point. Like, I can speak about it like this because I was at the place where most people were at, where made a bunch of excuses, try to make not take accountability for my actions, blamed all my problems on other people, and did shit like that. That's why I can talk like this, because the moment I stopped doing that dumbass shit, I got ripped, I got shredded, I got jacked. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to take my jacket off. So you guys can see, not that you already know. I mean, come on, bro. Y'all see my physique before. I did 100 push-ups for a year straight. Facts. I've done, like when I first started working out, guys, I would do I did 200 push-ups, 200 squats, 200 sit-ups, 50 pull-ups, 50 dips every single day for 2 years straight. Okay, and that was just what I did. Like, and that wasn't including what I did at the gym. Like, that was just what I did. And like, look, guys, you think it's an accident that I look like this? Like, do you think it's an accident? Look at my physique, bro. Do you think this is an accident? Do you think this shit is an accident, bro? I just woke up like this. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, this didn't happen by accident. This shit did not happen by accident, bro. Um, let's see. I run in the morning, then eat at noon. In the evening, I'll drink a protein shake. That's good. Cardio every day after rates. What's your routine? You don't really look at Brujo Cat, whatever the hell. You don't really look that great. Okay. Like, oh, these clowns. Okay, that's fine. I don't look that great, but I don't know, man. I get compliments every single day. You know what I'm saying? Um, feel good about myself, like what I see. Every person in the gym asks me what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I get approached all the time. Um, so clearly, I guess I don't look good though. Okay, that's fine. I know this guy's fat as hell too. What is no profile pic? Yeah, you already know. You know how that goes, guys. If someone doesn't have a profile picture and they're talking shit, then you already know they're fat as hell, out of shape, and they have a terrible physique. Like that's just the how it goes. You know what I mean? Um, it's in Islam too. It says that a year will become like a month at the end of times. Facts. See, humble. You know, guys. I'm Catholic. You know what I'm saying? Um, it says it says it in the Bible. And no, I'm not the most perfect Catholic Christian, whatever the hell. Yeah, I be cursing. Yeah, I be doing my shit, man. But it says that shit in the Bible, bro. It says time will literally speed up. You know what I mean? Now that you're at your physique, how hard is it to maintain? It's easy as hell to maintain. Look, guys, this I don't look like this out of a year of training, bro. Like, this isn't 3 months. This is, guys, I've been training for 9 years. I've been consistent for 9 years. Not 1 year, not 2 years, not three, 9 years. 9 years. How easy is how hard is it to maintain my physique? It's so easy, guys. This is not, see, that's the problem. A lot of you guys think this shit is a diet, like, trend thing where you're just going to do it for 3 to 6 months. Like, no, guys, this is a lifestyle. Like, I don't look at this as like, oh, I'm going to get in shape now for 3 to 6 months. Like, no, dude. I live my life this way. My lifestyle is surrounded of fitness, guys. That doesn't mean I spend 10 hours at the gym every day. Like, no, I spend an hour 15 minutes at the gym at the most. But I eat a certain way. I'm just used to just being this way, guys. No, I'm not a perfect guru God that does everything perfect. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, when your lifestyle is this way, 95% of the things you do is going to keep sustaining this physique. You know what I mean? It's gonna keep you in that range, and that's just the truth. You know what I mean? Um, Let me read these comments. Great shape, no pain, no game. Facts. Hey man, I really like your stuff, and I really see the progress. I have an idea for both of us to earn money together. I can easily begin new viewers. Blah blah blah. Thank you, bro, but I'm good for now. You don't really look that great. I already talked shit about that guy. Um, oh, someone just booked the. That's funny. In the middle of this live, someone just booked a call for my coaching program. Guys, if you are interested in getting in shape and actually look, man, if you actually want to get in shape and lock in, bro, and really take this shit seriously, I leave a link to book a call with me in my description of my videos. You know what I'm saying? If you're someone that just wants free advice and just bullshit, bro, don't fucking book a call. But if you're someone that wants to lock in and really take this shit to the next level, definitely book a call, man. But a lot of you guys aren't serious, so please don't waste my time and yours. Uh, yeah, right. Okay, show us your physique if he doesn't look good. Like literally, where are you from, guys? I'm East Coast. I see what you're doing, and we can both. Oh, I read that shit already. My biggest struggle is eating healthy meals that are in high protein while staying in a calorie deficit on a budget. Go to Costco, bro. You gotta go to BJ's, Costco. You know all those stores where you can buy shit in bulk. That's the places you want to be in, because it's like you can easily hit your protein goal. Eat a lot of eggs, bro. It's just generic. It's not. I'm not eating superfoods, guys. I'm not eating like foods from different planets and shit. I'm eating the same shit you're eating. Like, what do I eat? Guys, I eat a lot of fucking red meat. Pause. I eat a lot of chicken, fish, eggs, sweet potato, potatoes, rice, and that's about it. That's pretty much what I eat. Like I'm the type of person where I can eat the same shit every single day of my life. I don't care. You know what I mean? I can eat the same exact shit every day. As long as it's good, I can eat it every single day. Um I think let me see. We can move. I think most of the gains will be made in the first 3 years, I think, and by that time, training is a habit. Yeah, guys. Well, I don't know. You know what I'll say, guys? Mind you, I'm 9 years in, and I've never looked better. Like, look at my chest, bro. Look at my physique, guys. Mind you, this is shit lighting. My pictures are in good lighting, obviously, but like this is like the worst lighting of all time right now. And just look at this: the striation, the delts, the bicep, the abs. You guys haven't never even seen my back. If you want to know what my back looks up like, just search up demon back. That's my back. I've made most of my gains in I'd say year five, and you're probably like, how did you make your? Most people don't make their gains. Look, the reason why I made most of my gains is because, guys, when I first started working out, I was a complete savage. Not saying I'm not a savage now. Obviously, I still am a savage, but I mean like I was just doing anything. I'd literally run a mile and a half to the gym every day. I'd do a 3 hour workout, and my workout was insane. Like I would do everything. I'd run. I'd fucking do leg. I'll do literally every single machine on earth. Like that's why I was there for 3 hours, and then I'd run back home. My shit was not optimal at all. I was just doing anything at the kitchen, throwing everything at the kitchen sink. You know what I'm saying? I was getting results. You know, obviously, because I was training now. I was trying to eat better, whatever. So I was getting results. I'm not saying I wasn't getting results, but it wasn't optimal in the sense of like maximizing hypertrophy, for example. You know what I'm saying? It was not optimized at all. But what it was optimal for was to build a mindset, the unchained mindset that I always talk about. Because the problem with people is like they're just weak as shit. And I mean mentally. Like motherfuckers, they don't want to go through pain, bro. Like guys, I put myself through so much pain in the gym and outside of the gym, where I built this mentality of like just getting that shit done. And you know what I realized is a lot of people just, and I hate to sound like I'm like bragging and boasting and like talking, but it's just facts, bro. Most people that train with me, bro, they throw up. They just can't keep up, bro. And I'm not trying to sound like I'm some like, special forces fucking you, like I'm not trying to act like that, but I'm just being honest. And the only reason why I say that is because when I first started working out, guys, like I said, I was doing literally the craziest shit on earth. Like I threw up probably every day of working out. I'm not saying that shit was optimal. I'm not saying that was the best thing I could do, but it was the best thing I could do for my mentality. Because the mentality I built from that, there's no way I'd be training the way I do now without going through that. You know what I mean? Because now I train super effective, super like, um, I train really fucking good, okay, for what I'm trying to do. But I also have that grit, that mentality, that like, that fucking mindset that I built from when I was younger, doing the craziest workouts on earth. Um, life is better when you're jacked. Facts. Guys, it's night and day. You know what I'm saying? It is literally night and day. Don't let anyone tell you different. Oh, like up the live. If you're in this live right now, you haven't liked it up so more people can join. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, life is 20 times better when you're jacked, bro. Don't let anyone tell you that, oh, it's not that serious, it doesn't matter, oh, looks don't matter, your physique doesn't matter, bro. All those people aren't in shape. Look at the people that are telling you that. If you have close people that like in real life, not on the internet, and they're saying that it doesn't change your life and it doesn't matter that much, they're not in shape. Look at their physique. They're not in shape, bro. Because that is complete bullshit. It completely changed your life. It completely changes your life. Night and day. It is just completely different, bro. I know from experience. Why do you think there's channels like this? Southpaw Honcho, Tarek Talks. You know what I'm saying? Top tier man. Um, my guy. Who else? You know what I'm saying? Gary Jenkins, I believe his name is. Luther Versuian, all these people. They tell you the me. Like, we tell you what it is, and people will sit here and deny it. Like, it's fucking stupid. Nature said survival of the fittest for a reason, not the fattest. Yo, Vamp is funny as hell. Facts. Nature said survival of the fittest for a reason. Yes, guys, survival of the fittest. It's true. Like, back in the days, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't be fat as shit and hunting. Like, it literally made no sense. If you were a hunter and gatherer, bro, you would have to hunt. You have to be in physical shape. Doesn't mean you're elite. I'm not saying those guys back in the days were elite bodybuilders, but they were in fucking shape. How do you think they were hunting shit and running and fucking hunting animals and all this bullshit? They weren't fat as shit, I'll tell you that much. Like, you look like my ex. Then I bet your ex was good looking, because, you know what I'm saying? You have good taste. Okay, I got family on the East Coast. Yeah, bro. Lena, clean your puddle up. That's funny as hell. How long do you work out in a day? Anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half is all you need, bro. Most of the time, I take an hour and 15 minutes, to be honest. How tall is you, bro? If you don't mind, I'm 5'7", 5'7" and a half, and 5'8" with shoes on. What's the biggest lesson you learned through the years, trial and error? The biggest lesson I've learned, like, are you talking about in shape or getting in shape or just in general? What's the biggest lesson you learned through years of trial and error? If you're talking about like fitness and working out, bro, the biggest lesson I've learned, um, the biggest lesson I've learned is you truly can't rush the process. There is no like, and people are gonna say, well, you can take steroids and, like, guys, I'm talking about if, like, you truly can't rush the process. What I learned is, no matter, like when I was saying, like, I would literally go to the gym for 3 hours a day. That was me trying to thinking that if I put in this much 3 hours a day of working out, I'm gonna get better results, when it wasn't necessarily the case. You know what I mean? Mentally, it did more for me that way, but in terms of results and actually getting the results, you can't rush it, man. It's just something you gotta be consistent with. You gotta show up every day. And consistency, a lot of you guys get wrong, is you think consistency mean you have to be perfect every day. That's not what that means, bro. Consistency looks like this. Sometimes you're up here, sometimes you're down here, sometimes you're even lower, sometimes you're back up here, sometimes you're here, sometimes you're here. That's consistency. Consistency is never gonna be like this. It's never gonna be perfect. And that's the problem with people, is that they think, consistency means they have to be perfect every day. So what happens if they don't have a perfect day? They give it up. They're like, oh, well, it doesn't matter anymore because it wasn't a perfect day. And then they lose all their progress. They don't show up for 2, 3 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, because they feel like, since they weren't perfect, and you know what I'm saying, they didn't have the most perfect day, that they just, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Um, Bro, I'm 150 at 5'8", still got a long way to go, but still proud of what I've achieved. That's good, bro. Most people at 150 at 5'8" is usually good. That's usually a good weight. I'm just built different, bro. I'm fucking 5'7", 180 pounds, and I'm shredded, jacked, fucking 12% body fat. I love talking shit on here. No, but the reason why, a lot of people ask me too, like, how am I 5'7" and 180 pounds lean? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I always get accused of steroids and shit. Guys, I'm this way because I've been training for 9 years. Like, 9 years. Imagine being consistent for 9 years. Like, that is a long time. That's damn near a decade of being on point for 9 years. Like, I know a thing or two. You know what I'm saying? And with the more you train, the more you like get in shape, work out, build your body, bro. It's gonna take a long time. Like it took me a long time to get to my this point, but you're gonna be able to be like how I am, 180 pounds lean. And also, guys, genetics does play a role. I'm not gonna sit here and say genetics don't play a role, but you also have to again keep in mind I've been consistent for 9 years, not 1 year, not two, not three, 9 years. Try being consistent for 9 years, then you know what I'm saying. Talk to me. Demon back like Baki Hama. Facts. We're been working out for 2.5 years as far as for now. That's good, bro. Keep it up, man. It's a lifestyle, bro. Yeah, after a while, it's just about maintenance, and you don't have to spend too much time on it. Get hot, you guys. Facts. I'm 6 years in. That's what I'm saying. Good shit, bro. Yes, you gotta work hard at the beginning. It's worth it at many angles, night and day. Yeah, I train efficiently. Guys, like the live. If you just joined the live, like it up because more people can join. They'll see it on their shit or whatever. Yeah, I train efficiently rather than like a workhorse. Walk a lot of cardio, sprints, and weights, and that's it. That's good, bro. People always ask me, man, how do I train? What do I do? Whatever, whatever. Look, guys. Um, you know, I train for hypertrophy, obviously, but I also train like an athlete. You know what I'm saying? I have days dedicated for me training like an athlete because I'm the type of people that I don't see the point of being fucking ripped and jacked, but you aren't athletic. Like, being ripped and jacked doesn't mean you're athletic. Like, you're athletic, aesthetically pleasing, like you look good, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can perform good. So there's days where I dedicate to strictly sprinting, explosive movements, Olympic type of lifting, like clean and jerks. I do a lot of like, I don't know if you guys know this machine, but it's called like a shark pit machine where it's basically you tie a belt around your waist and the weights are on the side. But I use that as like an explosive jumping movement. So I have like fucking 5 plates on each side, 10 plates total. And I'll do that as explosive jumps. Like I said, sprints. I do a lot of plyometrics, a lot of calisthenics, boxing. I do a lot of boxing. I do a lot of shadow boxing. I do a lot of, you know what I'm saying? What's another? What's some? I do a lot of like ladder drills, like just shit to be light on your feet, bro. I don't do that every day. I'm not saying I do that every day, but I do that once a week. I do that once or twice a week, depending on what I'm doing, just so I can stay athletic and stay built. Because contrary to popular belief, guys, I hate the science-based lifting fuckers. Like, they piss me off. I'm not saying what they say is all bullshit because obviously a lot of what they say is true. But those guys at the same time, they're not athletic, bro. Like, most of those people are not athletic at all. And they just, to me, it's pointless. What is the point of looking like a fucking beast if you can't perform like a beast? And I guarantee I can perform better than all these fuckers on this shit. Like, all these science-based lifters and all these, like, I look better than them and I'm more athletic than them. It's just facts. Uh, Sorry, guys. I'm like barely looking at the comments. My bad. Your looks determine your personality. Do you think those predators would be predators if they were lean and visually pleasing to women? I'm saying, like, literally. Being fat is a personality trait itself. Yeah, it is a personality trait itself. Like, that's the funny part. It literally is. At my peak, I was doing weights, boxing, and yoga. Why aren't you doing it no more? Like, you should keep doing it, bro. Guys, your peak doesn't have to end. That takes me to this point of glory days. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people talk about, oh, the glory days, bro, back in the day, and they're freaking my age. Like, it's crazy. I've seen people, guys. I know people from high school, dude. That is my age. People from high school that is my age talking about glory days. Oh, back in high school I was this way. Dude, you're 25. You're 26. You're not even in your prime. Your prime is starts in your 30s. And you're talking about glory days like you're fucking 70. These people are fat as hell, out of shape, overweight, obese. They're talking about glory days when it's like, how are your glory days don't have to end at 25? Like, what? It makes no sense. Like, I know I'm this way now, guys. This is nowhere near my peak, guys. Like I'm nowhere near my peak. Your peak as a man starts at 30, not 24. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you guys, you'll never see me out of shape. You'll never see me fat ever in life. Like, I'll probably be 80 still looking better than these fuckers on here. Uh, Consistency is just commitment long term, literally. Mac Method Gang. Hey, Dawson, what up? I was there. My man's was skinny as fuck. Yeah, that's my cousin, guys. Two Poppy Dawson. A Being lazy and undisciplined is a personality trait that leads to your physical looks. So if your personality is more important than your looks, wait, I'm trying to read this from far away. It's hard as hell. Being lazy, undisciplined is a personality trait that leads to your physical looks. So if your personality is more important than your looks, show what your personality you actually have. Facts, guys. That's another thing I hate when I see in my comments. Where like people are like, "Oh man, all you care about is vanity and looks." Like, you guys are brain dead. Like, I hate hearing that comment about all I care about is looks and vanity. Like, no, you idiots. The reason why I talk about getting in shape and fixing your appearance and caring about yourself and caring about how you treat yourself is because it's going to literally make your personality better. Because instead of operating in depression and a low frequency, hating yourself, hating what you see, always complaining about your circumstances, always complaining about you're not where you want to be at, you're not going to be emanating that aura. You're literally going to be holding yourself to a higher standard. Therefore, your personality is going to be better. Like, I'm a better person now that I am in shape. I talk a lot of shit on here, guys, for comedic effect and entertainment purposes. But everyone that knows me knows I'm a nice ass dude, and I don't just go around talking shit, guys. I do this because it's funny, and this is my channel. I do whatever the hell I want on here. But the reason why I preach so hard about getting in shape and fixing your appearance and like caring about how you look is because if I look at myself in the mirror and I like what I see, I wake up in the mirror, I'm always flexing, bro. I'm like, damn, I look good. I feel good. Guys, I treat other people better because I feel good about myself. I'm literally walking out in the world. I'm happy. I carry myself up. I carry myself to a high standard. I walk around with my chest up. I'm confident. I have high self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? I believe in myself. I don't break promise. I don't have that shame of like lying to myself all the time. How do you think I treat other people? I treat people with respect. I treat everyone with respect. You know what I'm saying? Everyone that knows me knows. I don't have to keep. I hate saying like, "Oh, I'm a genuine guy." Like, I hate saying that, but it's just true. Everyone that knows me knows what it is. Uh, Bro, because of you, I started doing ab rolling, and my upper abs are popping out. Hey, so Caleb was there when I was doing ab. Guys, I was doing 50 ab rollers every single day. I did that every day for like 100 days. A, what is that? Annan Watcher said scrotum. Okay. Lawson said at 5'7", you just got thicker build naturally, bro. Some people more thicker, some people more thinner. It's just genes to say the least. It's different 5'7s like any other heights. Like people be lying. Yeah, facts. It is, guys. I'm not gonna sit here and say like, you know what I mean? Like genetics obviously play a role. I'm not denying that genetics don't play a role, but don't be one of those people that blame everything on genetics and like you don't do anything. Like I get it all the time where people tell me like, "Oh man, it's just genetics that you're this way," but at the same time, they don't take account that I've been consistent for 9 years straight. They don't take account that I'm literally on point 95% of the time. They don't take account that I study the game. I know what I'm doing. I execute damn near every day. Like they don't take none of that into account. You know what I mean? They just say, "Oh, it's genetics." Like, and then themselves, they haven't done anything. The genetic people piss me off so much because they're people that are blaming. They're making excuses. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's genetics, but they don't do shit. Oh, it's genetics, but they don't keep track of their training. Oh, it's genetics, but they don't keep track of their calories. Oh, it's genetics, but they don't progressively overload in the gym. Oh, it's genetics, but they don't train, you know what I'm saying, with intensity. Oh, it's genetics, but they're out drinking every weekend, eating bullshit fast food every day, not caring about what they do. But it's genetics, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just genetics. Like, fuck off. I hate people that talk about that. To get lean, do you think you have to be obsessive? Yes, you have to be obsessed, bro. anything good, you have to be obsessed, man. That's what I've learned. There's no balance to this shit. Your balance becomes being obsessed. Like anyone that tells you, oh, it's a there's what is that shit? Um life balance. What the hell is that saying where it's like work life balance and all that, bro? That's not true. If if you want to make exceptional results, bro, you got to be obsessed in some way. You know what I'm saying? And obsessed doesn't mean you have to go be at the gym for 5 hours a day. Obsessed means that every day you're getting 1% better. Like for example, like every day you show up to the gym. Even on rest days, you're doing cardio. You're doing blood flow days. You're thinking about how you're eating. You're keeping in mind what you're doing. That's being obsessed. Being obsessed doesn't mean you have to show up to the gym 10 hours a day. Like no. But yeah, you do have to be obsessed in some way. Humble. Yeah, as someone who grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, my guy, I have always liked having both muscle and athletic ability. Having one but not the other is a waste of training. Facts. See, don't let me get on my Dragon Ball Z shit. If you guys don't know me, man, I'm a huge anime head, or I used to be super huge back in the day. But guys, Dragon Ball Z is my favorite anime, and I've watched over 100 animes, guys. I've watched over like 200 animes. But anyways, besides the point. The point is, I love Dragon Ball Z. That is my shit. That is my favorite anime. You know, I hate when people tell me like, "Oh, but the storyline's whack." It's the same shit. I don't care, bro. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z. I've seen basically every shonen anime. Dragon Ball Z is my favorite anime. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, has the best speeches, best transformation, boost your testosterone by like 5 trillion if you're watching that shit. Guys, I used to literally, and I still do it now. I used to literally train to just Dragon Ball Z screaming. Like, I would just literally, my go-to would be Goku turning Super Saiyan 3. You know what I'm saying? Gohan, Super Saiyan 2, turning Super Saiyan 2, Broly screaming, you know what I'm saying? Vegeta speeches, Majin Buu, Majin Vegeta, my favorite character of all time. You can't, I don't care what anyone says. That is my favorite character of all time. No one will ever top that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's my shit. Dragon Ball Z, man, don't get me started on my Dragon Ball Z, bro. The reality is how you look is how people respond to you. Facts. Guys, when I looked skinny as hell and didn't care about my body, bro, no one respected me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say like people just like just completely disrespected me. They saw me and just spit at me or something. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. But what I'm saying is like it's a complete difference, bro. Like, and the reason why it's a difference because when I was out of shape and skinny as hell, I wasn't secure in my body. Like I was insecure. I was extremely insecure. So off rip, people felt that I was like timid and like didn't have confidence and just you know what I'm saying. Like so they treated me the way I treated myself, and that's the biggest thing I could say about this, guys. People will treat you the way you treat yourself. So now that I'm in shape, I hold myself to a high standard. I'm super confident. I have high self esteem. I take care of myself and all this stuff and all this shit. People treat me accordingly. They don't treat me the same way when I was insecure and I hated myself, bro. Night and day difference, bro. Um, but this is another guy. At least, guys, like the live. If you're new in this live, there's only 12 people in here. But if you haven't liked it, like it. I hear a lot of people say you need to get leaner than you think, and that you need to be in a deficit longer than you want. Is there like a maximum time limit in the deficit? It's only when you stall. Like, so for example, because the reason why people say that is because most people think they need to lose 10 pounds, bro. It's like these people are 50 pounds overweight, 60 pounds overweight. Hold on. I'm recording video live on. Alright. Wait. What was I saying? I hear a lot of people say you need to get leaner than you think and you need to be yeah. So yeah, back to my point. I was saying like the reason why people say that is because people think you have to lose 10 pounds. Like they're fat as hell. They're overweight. You know, they're 50 pounds overweight and they'll be like, yeah, dude, if I lost 5 to 10 pounds, maybe 15 pounds, I'll be good. So it's like they need to be at a calorie deficit longer than what they think. You know what I'm saying? Because you're underestimating how much weight you have to lose. 99% of people are underestimating how much weight they actually need to lose. For example, one of my clients, like my client Pablo, he was 200 he's 200 he was 225 pounds. He's 5'10", 5'9", 5'10", whatever. And he thought he only needed to lose like 20 pounds. He was like, yeah, like once I get to like 200, I'll be good. And I'm like, dude, no, like no. Guess what? He's lost over 49 pounds now. He's 174 pounds, and he still needs to lose more pounds. He still needs to lose more weight. And now it's a night and day difference, guys. He's ripped now. He's jacked. But he still needs to lose a little bit more weight. He thought he only needed to lose 20 pounds, bro. And so far we've lost 49 pounds. And he still needs to lose like a good 10. You know what I'm saying? So what does that tell you? He needed to lose 60 pounds. Like, it's not, oh, just 20 pounds and I'm good. Like, no, dude. Not at all. Everyone in the chat do 50 push-ups right now. Facts. Majin Buu, one of my favorite characters. Facts, dude. Majin Buu, bro, come on. Controversial take right here. My favorite saga is the Buu saga. I know people will be like, how the hell is the Buu your favorite saga? Guys, the reason why the Buu saga is my favorite saga is because of Majin Vegeta. That is the only reason why. And because of Vegito. Like, come on, bro. Man, look, man. Majin Vegeta, peak character. Best character in the whole entire show. Franchise and of all time. In any anime, Majin Vegeta. And Vegito, like, come on, dude. Majin Buu, Kid Buu, bro. The speeches that you have, guys. The speeches alone in the Buu saga is better than than any speech. You know what I'm saying? What comes close is like, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and shit like that. But and obviously Goku turning Super Saiyan for the first time. But even then, bro, the speeches in the Buu saga, there's nothing like it. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't beat it. Like you're telling me when. Man, look, man. When Vegeta was fighting Fat Boo, and he's just like, when Babidi was in his head and shit, he's just like, "There's one thing a Saiyan always keeps his bro." Like, bro, that right there beats out every saga. You know what I'm saying? Beats out every. I don't care. That speech right there. Or don't get me started when he's like, when he does his final atonement, he sacrifices himself, and he's like, Trunks, Bulma, and yes, even for you, Kakarot, and he blows up. Come on, bro, stop playing. Beats every fucking saga. I don't care what no one says. Don't even get me started when he's fighting Kid Buu. He's getting his ass whooped. Kid Buu is wiping the floor of Vegeta. You know how Akira Toriyama always does Vegeta dirty, bro. Whooping his ass. You know what I'm saying? And then he climbs out of the little pit or the ditch that he's in, and he's just like, you think that weak ass attack is gonna take me down, bro? He's like, what does he say? He's like, you're not a warrior. I am a true warrior. What the fuck does he say? He's like, you're nothing but a trickster. I am a Saiyan elite. Or what the fuck does he say? I'm the prince of all Saiyans. Or man. Come on. I'm the prince of all Saiyans. Vegeta. And then he turns Super Saiyan and he goes at him. He gets his ass whooped. Don't get me wrong. But come on, dude. Like you can't beat that, bro. Uh, like I said, guys, don't get me in my bag, bro. Of Dragon Ball Z, man. I can go forever on this. You know what I'm saying? And not just Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece is okay, but I still watch that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've watched all that shit. I used to do push-ups watching Dragon Ball Z music videos. Me too, bro. I literally, like I said, I used to do 200 push-ups, 200 squats, 200 sit-ups every day, every single day, for like a year straight, for like 2 years straight. How has getting jacked made getting girls in Bible study? How has getting jacked made getting girls in Bible study? I don't know what that means, bro. Guys, obviously when you're getting in shape, bro, you're gonna get more attraction. Like that's obvious. The reason why I don't talk about that like that is because it's so obvious, and I feel like it's played out. Like you're obviously gonna get more attraction when you build your body up, when you look good, when you literally look good. Like you start to look good, and you carry yourself to a high standard, people are going to be more attracted to you. High quality, better people are going to be more attracted to you. And it's easy for you to fall into that trap of like trying to get with every girl and shit like that. Like I've been there and done that, guys. Like I'm not doing that shit no more. Uh Losing fat is so easy when you do the math. It's literally the easiest thing. Broly's the only character that matters to me. Also, have you seen Kengan Ashura? Bro, of course I've seen Kengan Ashura, guys. Of course. Broly is one of my favorite characters too. Especially old Broly. I love the new Broly too. I think they did a really good job with him, but old Broly, come on, bro. Uh Kengan Ashura, hell yeah, dude. My favorite character in Kengan Ashura has to be um I really, really, really like Ryan Kure. And I love Yujiro. Yujiro is my favorite character. Goku Black was a monster. I liked him. Yeah, Goku Black. Guys, that's the thing about Super. Super, honestly, guys, Super was good. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Ball Z Super was good, but obviously it wasn't. In my opinion, it's not as good as Dragon Ball Z, like regular Dragon Ball Z, the original, not Kai. I'm talking about regular Dragon Ball Z. It wasn't as good, but one of the best, I would say one of the best arcs and one of the best villains, period, was Goku Black. And I'm talking about even compared to Dragon Ball Z. Goku Black was peak villain. You know what I'm saying? Peak arc, peak villain. That was perfect. Goku Black was honestly one of the best villains. Top three in my opinion. Goku Super Saiyan 3 first time, Boo is forever iconic. Facts. Nothing. That's what I'm saying, guys. Like that's what I train to. People will ask me, "What are you listening to, bro?" And it's literally just screaming. Like, what am I listening to? I'm listening to Goku screaming, Vegeta's speeches, Gohan scream. Like, I literally look up on YouTube. If you want to have a good workout, bro, this is what I want you to do. Stop listening to your bullshit ass music. Just go on YouTube and search up Dragon Ball Z top screams. And then that's all you gotta do, bro. Just listen to that and you'll be good. Dragon Ball Z in an anime, it's its own thing, facts. Along with Naruto. That's what I'm saying, guys. Listen, if you want to get some true pain, you guys don't know how crazy I am, bro. I've cried in my workouts. Like, the pain I've put in, the intense workouts, dude. I've literally teared up. People think I'm sweating. I am sweating, but I'm literally crying. Like some workouts, like I'm not crying because I'm like in pain. I'm crying because of how emotional I am, like how much work I put in. Like I'm listening to, for example, like there's a speech that always makes me tear up all the time. First of all, Rock Lee. If you go on YouTube and just search up Rock Lee motivation, that shit makes me tear up every time, and that's one of the best workouts I always have if I listen to that. Another one is Dragon Ball Z, Majin Vegeta, his speech to Goku when he's like, when he's saying basically like he's putting all this work and Goku's just better than him. You know what I'm saying? He's just genetically more, he's just more gifted than him. You know what I mean? Um, that's another one I cry to. Yeah, guys, man, that's what I'm saying. Like people, they don't know. Like I'm a different breed, guys. I go in this shit. Like I really, I really be putting in that work, and it shows. Like I obviously put in that work. I put in that pain. How do you think? Look, guys. I like I said, I don't brag. I don't like to boast and like brag about my stats and all this crap. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta talk my shit sometimes. Like I don't want to be humble all the time because some of y'all gotta know. Like, dude, I'm 5'7", right? 180 pounds lean, jack, six pack abs, shredded, lifts, bro. Max bench is 345. Deadlift 500 pounds. Squat 465. Like, come on, bro. What's another lift? That's pretty much the main lifts, right? Deadlift, squat, and bench. Yeah, that's pretty much. And then if you're talking shoulder press, dude, shoulder press, my max shoulder press was 205. Like, man, like, and I'm fucking 5'7". Like, you guys, that's what I'm saying. And I'm not fat. Like, I'm not lifting these numbers fat. I'm lean, shredded, jacked, and I'm doing that. Like, fastest mile, 6 minutes, 6 minutes and 2 seconds, and I'm this weight and this lean. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a different breed. And I'm not saying this to shit on you guys and like boast and brag, but I'm just saying because a lot of people don't understand like the amount of like work I've put in, the amount of reps, the amount of the mental fortitude I've had to build to get to this point. Like I'm not just a regular dude doing bullshit. Like I've been training, I've been doing this for 9 years straight. That's what a lot of people don't understand, bro. 9 years straight, lean, 5'7", 180 pounds, jack, shredded, 6-pack abs, lifting those numbers at my weight and running 6-minute miles. Like, come on, dude. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's different, bro. It's just different. But I didn't get here overnight. Like, I didn't just wake up and I was like this, guys. I was shit. Like, I started from ground zero. I'm about to hop out this shit though. How do refeeds and reverse dieting really work? Refeed. So you basically when you're doing a when you're doing a diet and you're at a calorie deficit for a long time, basically what happens is eventually you're gonna stall. There's gonna be a point in time where you stall. So when you stall, you incorporate like these refeed days to basically reset your body's like metabolism and all this shit. So you refeed. You'll do a refeed day, train normally, and then go back to it. And eventually, when you do that a couple times out of the week, really just 2 times out of the week, it really just depends on. It really also depends on your body and like where you're at and shit. You you do a couple of those, and then you go back to a deficit, or you have a different maintenance now, so you increase your cardio. But again, it really just depends where you're at and like what's going on with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anime is interesting for fat people. It's relatable to fit people. Facts. Old Broly is a menace. Ain't nothing better than Dragon Ball Z. I agree. I listen to Viking chantings, dude. That will boost your testosterone by a million. Have you seen Invincible? The storyline, their physiques are inspiring. No, I haven't seen that yet. Z was better, to be honest. I'm glad Super's coming back because I want my Dragon Ball. Me too. Bro doesn't even need a pre-workout. If so, which one? Pre-workout? Do I take pre-workout? Yes, I do take pre-workout. Honestly, pre-workout, I like Total War. I like Bucked Up. Um, what else do I use? Total War, Bucked Up, Gorilla Mine is good. And, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what I use. Oh, I like Celsius, too, if you want to call that a pre-workout. But, you know what I'm saying? The best pre-workout I ever had was looking in the mirror, identifying my flaws. Speaking of Naruto, Gar's my boy. Facts, Gar is cool. But I feel like Gar is lame now. Best character in Naruto has to be hands down Itachi. This is where shorter give guys being 6 feet and up is hard out here for us. I mean, height, guys. I don't think really height matters that much. You ate in a calorie surplus to get there, right? And now you eat at maintenance, right? I've been at a maintenance for a long ass time. I don't take it as I'm putting me down. I get motivated when I see someone work hard. That's good. That's the thing, guys. I never get um what is the word? I never get discouraged when someone's doing better than me. If anything, I get encouraged when someone's doing better than me. You know what I'm saying? When I see these people out here that have better results, that are at a place where I want to be at, it encouraged me to go even harder. But the problem with most people is like they see that and then they get discouraged and they start hating on the person that they want to be like, which is so stupid. It makes no sense. Like anytime I see someone that's doing way better than me, I get encouraged. Like it sets a fire under me. I want to do more. I want to go after it more. You know what I'm saying? But most people they take that as like an insult for some reason. Uh, I didn't. Yo, I probably shouldn't do this shit driving. To be honest, I'm about to like crash trying to read these comments and drive at the same time. But yeah, I guess I'll end the video. I'll end the live here, man. You know what I'm saying? But to sum it up, man, most men are out of shape because they blame everyone else. What the fuck is this guy doing, bro? They blame everyone else for their excuses. You know what I'm saying? They put their excuses. They don't take accountability, and they don't take themselves seriously. They lie to themselves every day. That's why most men are out of shape. That's why it's gonna continue to get worse. It gets worse every year, guys. 74% of the population is out of shape, overweight, because they don't take accountability for their actions. They put their excuses on other people. They just don't care. You know what I'm saying? They lie to themselves, and that's just what it is. And until you realize it's your fault why you're not at the place you want to be in, you're cooked. You're just forever going to be cooked. Let me read these last couple comments before I get out this shit. Take care. All right, yeah, but all right, guys, that's it for the live, man. Moral of the story, moral of this message of this video is don't be a bitch. Stop being a bitch ass. Stop being a pussy ass. Blaming other people for your mistakes. Not taking accountability for your actions. And yeah, you'll be better off, man. Taking full accountability and just improving on yourself. And understand that every day is a day to get better each and every day. You know what I'm saying? Consistency doesn't mean perfect. Consistency just means showing up despite you not wanting to show up. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'll be posting more videos soon, guys. I've been just working on other things, but I'm gonna start posting consistently again, like every day, because now I've been posting like every like 10 days and shit, but I'm gonna be back to posting like every day or every other day. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.